Hello everyone, we're back. So good to see you. Got my coffee. Oh, and we have possibly most importantly, the Boomin. The Boomin. Be free. So good to be back. Let me start by sharing with you guys what I worked on yesterday. I'm also still just getting set up. I'm gonna put that over there. Bring this over here. Bring this over here. Bring this over here. Pow. The middle aligned. Yeah. Cool. So yes, I've been doing a big refactor of the way the variables work, and in fact, the way that I've set it up now is if I get my demonstration tools out. In fact, we'll go full screen. It's a large cam. Large cam. We've got a TOYA. Say there's a block below it, like so. The new system is so that whenever a grid entity comes to rest on top of another one, that we assign the relationship of up, above, and below. So like even when variables swap positions, that happens. When another grid entity falls onto another one, yeah. Because of that, I've had to do a slight refactor of kind of how everything sort of works. So if I bring it here, is that going to look at itself? Yeah. Good to know. Voila. Stream. It's working. Good. All right. So, if I jump into chapter 2, good. Fabulous. Also turn on. Hi. And pink waving, and pink waving, and pink waving. Hi. No. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. Yep. It's looking really good. Let me get up to the variables so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So we've got this lovely variable here. It looks fantastic. We get a little UI pop up, and in particular, the important bit is that when you look at these, switch to mode. I see. Yeah. When you have a look at this, you'll see that it's kind of hard to decipher because there's a bunch of crap around it. But the standard carryable, let's get rid of all this extra faff so we can see a bit easier. The standard carryable is the blue block that's ready to be picked up. And then the TOYA, because it's rolled on top of it, like in our little demonstration, because we've rolled onto it, we establish a relationship between these two things. And that relationship is represented here in this little, my camera's slightly in the way, here. So you can see that we've got a below entity, a previous below entity, an above entity, and a previous above entity. Very, very useful. So when I go to pick up the carryable, we do a little pickup, and you'll see that the my camera's just in the way. Let me just hide myself for a second. And you can see that the carryable, or the the TOYA has the carryable parented to it, and the TOYA has the above entity ready to go. And it uses that, it uses that to do all sorts of fun stuff, like that. So respawning's in, it's looking really cool. And I think the coolest bit is you can see that whenever I step onto it or end a move on top of a carryable, it figures out that there's a carryable beneath it and establishes the relationship. If I go and do this next section of the level and come back, I think I should be able to, is there a place where I can fall onto it? Not sort of. Oh yeah, I'm stuck. Yeah. Oh yes, no, here we go. But then I can't get up. I'll show you anyway. I'll just cheat and yoink the old way up here. And that worked. I'm pretty sure that worked. I didn't actually look. Let's try that again. So we're watching, we've got the carryable selected, I believe. No, we've got the select, so let's get the carryable. And if we go and fall on it, like so, you can see that, there we go, it's ready. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I'm very happy with how it's looking. Obviously that we need to do some fixes with the crystals. There's lots of little fixes still to do, but I'm getting more and more happy that this is stable and won't break. Other than that. Awesome. Okay, so today's task, should I choose to accept it? We have some tasks. Programming screen, yes, good. So we've done all these things. Level objects, I could do that, but Dan could also do that, so I'll leave that for now. Block crushing. I think the next thing for me is looking at these TOYA fixes. Yeah. The Shlump in particular. I think I named the stream that, so we should probably do that. Scale 4 TOYA, TOYA parent fix, parent or parental chapter. Oh, we can start with this. Let's start gentle. So let's go to GitHub. We'll make a new branch. Let's get rid of that asset that keeps coming back. And actually, let's get rid of these branches while we're here. All the root branches are in. New branch from TOYA called Rue. Chapter 3 parent behavior. Essentially what I want this behavior to be is when we hit yeah. Yeah. I could do it. There's a few ways I could do it. The most obvious way, I think, is that layout's so funky as well. It's taller than it's supposed to be. No. Essentially what I'm thinking is the problem is, actually I'll demonstrate. That'll be a lot more fun. Let's go to chapter 3. Actually, if I go streaming game. Yeah, the crystals haven't spawned though, that's bad. Oh, it's fish. Fish look really good. Okay, well, there's an issue. Although Dance Cascade Fix is quite nice. Anyway, what happened previously here? Oh, the screen shake. That's fun. Is that so many cameras. When I'd activate this block, this pressure plate even, what would happen is starting island would rise up as it's supposed to. So like chapter 2, I think it's the whole thing probably went like this, and the stuff below it rises up as well. But as you can see, this TOYA is still very much parented to the old stuff, to where it started in the level over here on this block. Still parented. So, my initial solution was going to be that whenever you hit a chapter start collider like there is here, objects, it's not going to be there, of course, because we're actually in the level. Chapter start, like this guy. Whenever we hit one of these colliders, we reparent ourselves to, I don't know, this collider's parent is one way to do it. The other way, or maybe even grandparent, it's a little risky, but I think that's probably the way to do it, actually. Yeah, okay. So in chapter start, in this, it's quite interesting. Down close. I'll deal with that later. Okay, so check if player TOYA and has triggered, and then we do all this stuff. What I might also do is get chapter grandparent, transform grandparent, transform chapter and then if actually we can just set it equal to, because null works as well, but it would be better if it was the actual chapter what we're setting it to. If it's equal to, no, we can just, it's equal to null. And that's a null assignment, so we don't even need to do that. If transform dot parent dot transform dot parent dot name string starts with, or contains, even contains would be better, contains chapter, then chapter transform is equal to this. Can I just do dot parent? No. So the collider's parent's transform. Right, look at this line. Oh, that's horrendous. Oh, I love it. Sweet, that's it. Why you unnecessary alignment assignment to value? No, I'm happy with that. Thanks, Bestie. And then either way, actually, I like to. And then either way, we want to set others transform set parent to chapter transform, because either it's null or it's okay if you're null. Because either it's null or it's the chapter, and either way that's better than what it is right now. So let's check that works. We should have done that. Whoops. Let's load into chapter 2 and see if things get parented properly, or if we get some errors. So you should be, aha, would you look at that? Beautifully parented to the correct thing. How good. Oh, and you know what we could do as well? could also update although yeah, scene parent is none. Yeah, we should also update that just in case. Great. I'm stupid. I knew I shouldn't have updated that right now. Good. I'm going to do it in a text editor because I cannot wait. Chapter start. Yeah. Okay. Oh, good. Enough broken unity. Show an explorer. Chapter start. Oh, yes, I know. Oh, we're gaming. I see. If that. Oh dear. It's been a long time since I don't think I very, very rarely use Notepad to do this sort of programming. Because obviously it's horrendous. We also want to set oh, it wasn't even right. I didn't want to do any of that. What I should probably do is other .get component grid entity dot scene parent is equal to chapter transform. And then what I'll do in a second is so much crap here. I hit it open literally everything ever. I don't know if this will work, but there's no errors. A little bit of notepad coding, perhaps. It looks promising. Yes, sir. It's just that easy. And then let's scoot along over to the next thing. I was also going to do something I'm going to note here before I forget is input interact buffered input movement buffered input. Gorgeous. Great, that's done. And you are done as well. Sweet, let's not save that. I don't need, I just need to update that. That's it. You can close, you can go over there, don't save. Visual Studio 22. Yep, that's fine. Changes, updated that. I want .NET and game development stuff. That's all I need. It's so while downloading. Let's see. Visual Studio Community 2026, Your Honor. Holy moly, we haven't had an update to Visual Studio in forever. Huh. Rightio. Anyway. Let's bring that into the main branch. Who's talking? Hi. Hi. You're up to date. Gorgeous. Sweet. What's next? I think the Shlump is next. Yes. Okay. The Shlump is quite a tricky problem that I'm hoping isn't as tricky, is not actually going to be too tricky. Again, I'll demonstrate so we know what we're talking about. So, I should be able to... Zero work? No. Interesting. So, the Shlump. Exactly, Mimi. The Shlump. So, say we have 2 cubes. Eventually I'll get a second one of these so we can look at it properly. But oh, I just noticed my chat is all like stretched out. I'm sorry, I'll fix that eventually. Anyway, 2 cubes. Say this is a player TOYA, and the TOYA rolls up over onto the TOYA above. Generally that would be called a step up. Which is all well and good. What can happen sometimes is there'll be another block, and I don't have another thing handy. We're gonna use my little Lego guy. We're gonna use this guy. Say there's another thing behind that thing, and we want to still rotate up onto this guy. This is the worst demonstration I've ever done. I'm so sorry. The issue is that as we rotate, this vertex, and particularly this one, will intersect. Lego falling apart. Will intersect with the block behind it. So yeah, I hate it when blocks intersect. We can't be having it. So the whole point of the Shlump is to avoid that exact scenario. Yes, he needs to be GUI on pass. That's exactly right, Mimi. So what I'm going to do is use the lattice package that we have to do all the splatting and popping and squishing animations to effectively do that. Let's go into a dev scene so I don't mess things up. So, say we have these cubes. Yes. How long do you fucking know? Oh, it's because I don't have block out of them. Me, and I'm just going to turn off these variables for now. And I move the TOYA over here, and we put down another guy. Okay, So, say we have this TOYA and he has a pivot and, well, actually, I'll show you what happens right now. Essentially, what I've done is I've edited the movement logic to be able to do this move. It doesn't, it still does this move despite the fact that it shouldn't have before. So I've changed the logic of how this works. But as you can see, it intersects. And we do not like intersect. So what I'm going to do is, using the lattice, I'm just going to clamp the Y value essentially so that he like sort of boots around it, and then lumps back out again is the plan. Yeah, let's just try it. Let's just see what happens. Yes. I've got a feeling this is going to be trickier than I'd hoped. But that's fine. Might run my setup in process. Okay, well that doesn't fuck me out. Okay. Let's just stay with 22 for now. So in our lattice deformer, we have our methods. Let's make a new thingy called, you guessed it, Shlump. Why is this? Go away. You need to be gooey. Couldn't have said it better myself. Okay. What do I need to do this? I need a public void called Shlump. And then essentially what I'm doing is restricting the movement, the lattice handles on an axis. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I even need the lattice modifier. just need, well, firstly we need a return null so that we can compile. Secondly, we need a lattice. And we need, I think, a direction and a axis. Restricted direction, restricted axis. I can feed all that in through here. Start coroutine Shlump. This needs to take a restricted direction and have a comma at the end and a restricted axis full Shlump. And this is going to use my grid entity lattice, and you guessed it, restricted direction and restricted axis. Crazy. Why are you fussy? Next, we need to get the handles that this is going to affect. Now, I think this is really only going to affect the bottom two. So for now, let's just assume that it's only going to affect the bottom two. Rabbit zoomies underneath me. Hello. What's up? What's up? Good rabbit. I need a rabbit cam for down here. It's just a little guy beneath me. Little guy alert. So let's start with the basics and go. I need to remind myself how I do this. Yes. Although, which one's the one? I think it's the carryable lattice. Yeah, local. Yeah, I need a handle index and a local position dictionary. I need all these things. Except we're not going to call them this. We're going to use this. Excellent. Other question is, how do I want to make this like run? Because we could do it a little differently. Yeah. Okay. Lattice deformer would have got our handle indexes. We've got our stuff. We need to be something a little bit spooky like this. Which looks scary, I know. Because that could very easily end in an infinite loop. But there should always be at least one frame where that happens. So we've got our handle indexes in our handle dictionary. I think we want like a list. Even like we can get all of them. But let's make another dictionary. Handle positions and vector freehands. And call it restricted handle index dictionary. We do need to do all of that, which is fine, and we'll leave that up there. So let's declare that, and then we'll do a switch based on restricted direction. If the restricted direction is forward, can I do that? You get shitty? No. Why not? You are a constant, are you not? Fine, we'll do an if else. Restricted direction is forward. Backwards. Hello. No, good bestie. No stress. Don't apologize. 3 right. Left. Gorgeous. And then we'll have an else case that's going to throw system exception. And honestly, the restricted axis for now is always going to be up. But we'll leave it in for now. So if it's forward, we want to add handle index dictionary. Lower, northeast, and west. Handle index dictionary. Upper, lower northeast. Then we do the same for lower northwest, handle index dictionary, handle lower northwest. And then we're doing the same thing based on which way we're going. We're going right, we want northeast and southeast. And if we're going left, we want lower northwest and lower southwest. And if we're like restricting those directions, that direction. Cool. Cool. Tricky. Very tricky. Hey, Boots. Because this is all well and good, but we do need to do that during the while loop. I forget. Yes. So it's gonna be like it's actually clamping. We don't need this. We just need the direction. Um, hmm. Who is it local? No, it's global. It's global position. Might be useful to just throw in a grid entity, but we'll just assume that it's applying to this one. So we could do like vector3 restricted clamping upper bound is equal to my grid entity transforms position plus restricted direction times a half times scale. This is a very tricky problem. I knew it was going to be trickier than I thought. In fact, we could probably do that in here, really. It'd really be a float. Restricted upper bound in this case, the restricted upper bound is equal to my grid entities transform dot position dot z value times my grid entities scale on at plus 0.5 times scale and then lower bound is negative infinity. gorgeous. Restricted lower bound is equal to micro density transform dot position dot z plus 0.5 times my grid scale. And then this one, actually minus. Let's go. And then this bowl is so cooked. Restricted upper bound. Plus 0.5 f times my grid scale. And then actually this one. So, what is? Okay. Mm-hmm. I think I need the starting positions. Oh no, I definitely need their starting positions. Sorry, I don't think I need their current positions. I think I just do like global restricted handle position is equal to lattice get handle world position restricted handle. Of restricted handle index dictionary. So that's the current world position, and then we clamp it. We do global world is equal to a new vector 3, where we leave the x and the y. But we method.clamp the thing. Z restricted lower bound, restricted upper bound. Then I don't know if this is going to work, but lattice dot set handle world position of this handle global restricted handle position, and then we do pretty much the identical thing. In fact, we can move this to here and get rid of this, and then copy this and put it here, and move this up to here. No. So we're looking at the x value. And then here we're looking at the y value. Oh. I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm also going to call this move direction. So that way I can just feed it straight in. Then in move executor, if move execution, but move type, move step up. Actually roll 2, isn't it? That's the Shlump. Then in my grid entities lattice deformer, all Shlump Move direction. Now, this might break entirely, but that's the fun bit. Everything's all saved, so when I revert, it doesn't break it entirely. Let's see what happens. Moving like that works. I'm sorry, is this working first time? Is that it? Is that Rupert goddamn McFarlane nailing it immediately? Shouldn't celebrate too early. Because it's not gonna go back to the way it should be. It's just gonna stay there. But it's really good. I'm also gonna need to try. Yeah. Oh, you guys need to see this. It's brilliant. Why? I'll just go. Game. Yes, it's beautiful. Okay. Cool. I think the next thing that we need is like at what point does actually let's push. So what I think we should do is stop doing it once we reach a certain global height. Oh no, it's going to be always the same global height. Now that I think about it, even if there's another one behind it. Okay, cool. In which case, we don't need to do this. We just need a starting position, which we've already got. So, we might just go. Actually, if it fails at once, then we need to start going back anyway. So let's go up here and do float, which is called restriction in height, which is going to be a very easy calculation. It's just going to be micro density transformed opposition times plus 0.5 times scale free up. I don't know why I need to do that. It's just the Y value. And then you adjust that. And so what I'm going to do is, while let's just do the simple version. Just full has not reached restricted height equals true. While this, and then we'll do a little checky check at the start, which is actually when we do get handle world position, we'll do the check after this. If global restricted hand position y is greater than or equal to restricted height. What do I call it? Restriction height end. Then we yield break. Actually, can we just do break as equals false? No break. Now we'll just do continue restricting handles. Devlog has reached in the routine. Gorgeous. Let's check that works. Good. Oh. Beautiful. Oh, amazing. Gorgeous. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. Yeah. So, great. The thing that we want to do after this is just reset ladders. That's what we want to do for now. What we'll do, if that works, is like a volume expansion back out. Okay, that's busting some shit. Let's instead do for each I also need the other one that comes out. um, Setting local position. Handle. Let's see if that fixes things. Also, we should do is lattice active. Interesting. Yeah, the lattice is all wonky. Let's do a little. Actually, does this? I forget if we do a reset. Yeah. Let's just stuff. Interesting. It seemed to be when I do that, it breaks, which is very strange. Indeed. Why? This bug is so sneaky. It's literally whenever I'm not looking, it happens. See? They did it there. But I bet if I click on it, yep. How weird is that? Okay. Anyway, for now, let's do like a and then while our timer is less than yeah, it's less than turn time. Speed T is equal to time divided by return time. And then we do this. Between yeah, we do it in each. Look between this guy. This guy. Yep. Look between U and U by T. And then set this position to be handle. Actually, it's this first, isn't it? Yeah. Restricted handle in dictionary. Restricted handle. And set the position to be handle local position. Cool. That should look a little bit better again. Or it breaks Unity. Oh, I didn't increase. Ah, classic. Classic, classic. I did not. I forgot to do the age-old mistake of yield return new wait for seconds time. And also increase timer by or is it just wait? We could just do wait to end frame, I imagine. We'll test both of those shortly. But I'm liking the look of that. It's very good. It's very good thing. This one should not break so easily. Yeah. I do not like when she break. I'm optimistic. Very. That bug is driving me up the wall. It's very quick. Is it happening instantaneously? It's hard to tell. Oh no, it's not. How does that look full screen? It does look very fast. It needs some overshoot. Do we have somewhere a little scriptable object that I could add to? Like put down. Splats. What's a new splat data pocket? Oh no, we can totally put this in here. Lattice data. Public animation curve. Lump return curve. Beautiful. And then this is very straightforward. It's just going to be, I wonder if there's already a nice curve for me. No, we want a 0 to 1. So 0 to 1 that overshoots. I'm surprised there isn't one. Whatever. Like so. And then also in here, we'll do public float Shlump return duration. Is there anything else we need? I don't think so. And then in our lattice deformer, instead of return time, we do lattice data, animation data, lump return duration, and then t is actually equal to animation data, lump curve, evaluate. Beautiful. That should be better. Actually, let's set this to be a little longer. Still seems to happen like semi-instantaneously. Like I need maybe something else instead of you return in a frame. Oh, that's better. It didn't break. And let's go like way bigger. Whoa. Because it still doesn't look like it's overshooting to me. See, it's still like nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. And now it's starting to get there. And then it stops. You really can't tell if it's doing it. Can lerp go? Forget if lerp can go over it. Maybe not. That might be why. Might have to be. Yeah, let's try changing it to global. Current position. Because this, yeah, that's global. See if that do what we want it to do. In fact, let's change this back to 1. Good. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we also should do this. Just yield return. What's do you have time with the timer? You've got a timer. Yeah, it's just yield return now. It's uh, sort of. Sort of. Not really. It seems to be going the other way. Let's go back to basics. Let's get it ending in the right spot. Oh shit. Let's get it ending in the right spot. Set handle world position. Is that? No, it won't. It's going back to the start. Of course it is. That's why we needed local. Yes. Yes, I see. Yeah. Yeah, okay, local does make way more sense then. Um, Hey, Bailey. Okay. T value 0. That all looks good. Yep. Okay, it does get there. Does it go? It's clearly not going over. Um, Very strange. It should be. Ah, that's why, because I didn't tell it to. The doi. So which is slow. Let's call it 0.2. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? We're chugging away at this Shlump. Earlier in the video, in the stream, I explained what I'm doing, but essentially, you see how in this rotation, what could happen is that if the TOYA kept its original size, it would go into this block, and so I'm deforming the lattice a bit so that it like shaves by it. But the issue is that I'm having currently is that it's not returning. Actually, it should be continue, right? I should put a break in here. Actually, let's try continue. I'm not 100% sure which one I need to use there. I am, that's right. Hopefully this will be ready to show its age. This new feature I'm working on, I mean. See it like it gets to all the way to here before it starts to do the thing. 0.75, and at that point, we're already basically back to normal. Yes, okay, that confirms it. Lurch position can't go over. Why? Thought it could. Oh, is there lurk unclamped? Aha! That might work. What day are you going? I will be there both days. I'm doing a panel on the Saturday, I think. Yeah. It's very exciting. I also realized that my microphone's been back here the whole time. So now you should be able to hear me a bit better. Excellent. Good. I'm a professional. Good show. Okay. We're doing the Shlump. It's slumping up. It's going. Are you gonna overshoot? No. Why not? So even the lurked position. Oh, of course. Yeah. I might try slurp, see if that works better. Yeah. Might be a bit different. I'm not sure. Doesn't look much better. Let's try slurp unclamped. Okay, so if I can intel on what this is. No, still doing it. Let's consult my wonderful co-pilot. Yeah, actually, let's go that one. I am interpolating between two vectors. I want it to overshoot. I'm realizing that using a t value over 1 does not pass. And let's go and call this. And yeah. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, I should just use tween. Yeah, that's a way better. I am currently working on this. Some TOYA stuff, getting ready for Sage. We've introduced a new type of movement, which is very cool. Where if we're in this context where there's a block in front and behind and you want to get up on top of them, instead of the TOYA clipping into the block behind, it sort of does this, where it scooches up and around. But at the moment, I just need to get it to return a bit more nicely, because at the moment it's just kind of popping back out, and I want it to overshoot. So what I'm going to try doing is, instead of a while loop, we will try a tween. Tween to 3. We'll do it. Value. What is the penultimate goal for the project? So not the ultimate goal, but the penultimate goal? The penultimate goal is probably to finish the game, and then the ultimate goal is to release it, I imagine. Yes. Do I have pixel placement in here in this script? I do. Tween value from here to here using I don't think I need a value callback, but I do need a duration, which is animation data animation data Shlump time. Now I'm curious about how you describe the game. The game is a minimalist puzzle game, a minimalist block rolling game that's always bigger than you think it is. Let me show you some cool stuff that we've been working on. So Aiden, I can't recall if you've seen anything before of this project. But essentially it's this. You're a little cube rolling around, and there are puzzles. And it's very cute and satisfying and cool. And you're like, oh, what's this? What's this thing? Oh, it's a thing. Bloop. Yeah. We sort of want to make like a playable, satisfying video is what we're trying to do. Like a playable ASMR. Is the plan. So here actually is an example of the thing that I was just working on, which is go to sweet. I'm in the UK, so it's 1 a.m. here. You poor thing. So that thing I was working on, the Shlump, that's this, where we're in a position where we've got a block in front and a block behind, and we want to get up on it. Before, what would happen is the block would just say, no, you can't do that. But now we're allowing the player to do that. But I'm just making some like behavior so that it looks a bit nicer. Oops. So yeah, I sort of stream development of it most days. I'm the technical director, so I do a lot of the back end stuff, and then the other guy on the team, Dan, does the visuals and the level design and things like that. Penetration. I swear. Maybe you can just do null. Duration, delay, animation data, Shlump, curve, tween type, none, null, null. Cool. I think that should work a bit better. Maybe not T. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. But sweet, if you're streaming Sunday when I'm on break, I'll jump in and watch. That's very sweet, my man. I appreciate that. Why you not do anything? Huh? Sir? Interesting. Valid. Sure. Oh, because I'm not. No, I do need it because I'm not setting it. I'm just tweening the values. I've got it. Private void. Tween callback. What's it called? Shlump tween callback, which will take a value. This may not work actually. We'll try. And a lattice. Sick. Sick. Yeah, let's just try that to start with. Yeah. If it didn't have this, would that work? Oh, it takes a vector 3. Will there be a built-in level latency, do you think? A lot of people have asked that. At the moment, no, frankly. Because of all the, like, extra features that go along with that, but you know, down the track maybe. Down the track maybe. Shlump tween callback. There we go. And then the problem with this is that there's so many other things that I need to do to make it work. Because now you're shitty. Let's see. I'm sure I have done something like this before though. Entire solution. Not that one. That. It was like ooh, MegaCon. That sounds sick. Shake. Queen stuff. Variable UI. I'm sure it was in like in one of my mover scripts. Yeah. Then like move. So elements, camera, level object movers. Yeah, these guys. Yeah. Okay, no, you do put it in there. Okay, good, 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 good. Close all these, close all tabs, and then reopen my lattice. Let's see. This guy. I should be able to go. Actually, you get in here. Maybe. See if that can fix it. My partner is bringing me along as the cast. Oh, sick, you into Digital Circus. That's rad. I deeply appreciate the animation quality of that show. It's so fluid. It could be you. Yes. It could be me as well. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, sick. Yeah, we can do it. Awesome. Cool. I need to pass the lattice and a bunch of crap. And Crazy. Is it still like that? You got a Discord? I do, my friend. I do. It's happening instantly. Okay. Yes. Let me bring up the link to all the things. All our links are there. That's gonna send. Yeah. So there's all our links. So that includes the Steam page where you can wishlist, and the Discord, and all the things. My phone spell link won't work. Cool. No stress. Yes, I think it is. Yeah. Sweet. Ooh, that looks better. Um, oh, good. Okay. Okay, good. It works. How do I want the curve to look is the question. I think I want it to go like quite fast. Yay. Ooh. The problem is that it starts so late. Well, it appears like it starts so late. Let me... Yeah, at least it's working. And we might even want it to go like in and out. I could, I could. That's a good idea. Auto. Should be auto as well. Something like that. Okay. When does it actually start doing the tween? It should start there. Hmm. It's a bit much. It's nice to see this. Oh yeah, yeah, gross. I'm just doing. One of the reasons I'm doing this is because this sort of like marketing for myself and marketing for the game, and uh, I'm also streaming this in portrait. So what I'm gonna start doing is use the portrait recordings to make like Instagram reels and YouTube shorts and stuff. Hello, rabbit. You were licking me. There is a rabbit who wants to be on the stream. Yes, rabbit. A wabbit. Right? She's adorable. She likes to hang out just down there by my feet. I want to get like a rabbit cam. Anywho, um, yeah, this is okay. I might try and make it. I don't know. Do this. I also might get it to exit this a little bit earlier. Um, yeah, that's so valid. I know exactly what you mean. Because it seems to be exiting that loop a little early. Yes, it's starting all the way up here. Huh? Ah, I see. No. I want to move this to over here. Let's make sure that's working by making that really low. That's a great idea. Feed the Bunan. That's fun. I like that. Good. Yes. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's way too early. Let's go back to point one. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. I like. I like. Yeah, see, that's better. Oh, good. Look at it on the big screen. It's a bit quick. But not terrible, frankly. I still want it to happen a little bit earlier. 2 minutes prior, I don't know. Any huskies at work? Ooh, I love a husky. You don't get it much in Australia because of the heat, but they're very cute. I think I want it even earlier. Let's try point 3. Point 3 should be like super early. Yeah, yeah. Point 3 is too early. Let's go point 2.5. And I see a dog. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, that's more like it. So it's just gone over the edge. It's starting to return to normal. Yeah, but it's still happening too fast. Let's try just a nice gentle curve over 0.5, let's say. Okay. Too slow. This is the sort of thing that, yes, I know what you mean. This is the sort of thing that Dan's really good at. I like making the curves and numbers exposable for him, but, oh my God, why? Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that'll do for now at least. Oop. Yeah, maybe a touch slower. Hmm. The middle cages that milk cartons are on in superstores. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This will do for now. Basic Shlump finished. Awesome. I'll get Dan to have a look at that. bring that back into the main scene. I don't think Dan's done any additional work. Cool, that's fine. Because in a way, I want to drag one of those all of because the concourse. Yeah, absolutely not. Reload, and then let's have a look at. Actually, let me just message Dan first. And there's a new friend, I imagine, in here. Yeah, beautiful. Good. Sorry, I'll leave that note for now. Where is Danielson? Morning. I don't think. Let me just triple check that Dan hasn't done any work in any branches. I think it's just that one. One more thing I'm going to do in this branch actually before I go. Nope. Before I leave it is in the Shlump data, animation data even. I'm going to have a public float Shlump start offset to 5 or and then I'm also going to give these tooltips. And those tooltips are going to be an offset used to fine-tune and starts. It takes for restricted handles to return to start positions. And lucky last, return curve. And then in here, oh, that's nice. I didn't appreciate that. In here, I'm going to minus animation data Shlump set and also turn this back on because it was being funky before. And then one last thing I think I might do is in the old old tech. What sort of old tech? Move executor. I don't want to do. This isn't a coroutine, is it? No. finish move. Yeah, this is a coroutine. Yeah. I might just do a double, triple check just to make sure that lattice is finished. Wait until lattice. My grid entity lattice former. Just to be sure. The back rooms, hell yeah. I imagine you find all sorts of stuff. Okay, I really don't know what that bug's about, which is very annoying. Sometimes it looks like it's doing it instantly. Yeah, there. Yeah, what is that? That's very strange. Oh well. I might just do a test build. It's being a little funky. If this doesn't take too long. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. It shouldn't. Oh, it's a good rabbit. All the shaders. All of the shaders. I still have it named the wrong thing. That's so annoying. That was wasn't doing that just before. Okay, let's fix that before we move on. I wonder if it's because well, let's start with the thing we added just then, which is this. Oh, I know what it is. We need an end Shlump queen. I think it's actually that's good. That's in the proper format. Start position. In position. Value. All that stuff. That. Pretty sure that goes there, and that should help. Because it's resetting it just before it starts it. It's turning his lattice off just at the start of the tween. I'm so confident I'm going to test it in build. Fuck you. Why? Oh, don't do that to me now. That is very annoying. It built fine like 10 seconds ago. Why? Check not set to a reference process on it. Okay, whatever. It did go wrong. but not because of that, because of yeah, see, there we go. Hell yeah. It's also still a little bit long. Yeah, just a touch. Let's shorten it down to 0.3 again. And then try a little overshoot. See how that looks. I sort of want to like flip out and then come back, but screen feels really lopsided. Yes. There we go. That's better. And ooh. Seems to be not breaking, which is good. Lattice seems to be stable. Awesome. All right. Cool. Let's do. Whoa. Yep. Lattice fixes and Shlump turns his lattice on and off. And that'll take a while because there's a build in that push. And once that's pushed, we go back and then we choose another thing to do because that's done. Shlump complete. It's probably lunchtime next, really. I don't know. Can you move the screen out? Are you in portrait mode? Yeah, I'm gonna experiment with that because it's a little like zoomed in. I might play around with that. I can't right now, unfortunately, but I will soon. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, because I can only get like a bit of it, and that's like, yeah, not ideal. Anywho, let's bring that back into TOYA Sprint 7. I pressed refresh at the wrong time. There we go. Yeah, I did. The coin sorter. Yeah, that looks rad. Yeah, that's crazy looking. Yeah, cool. Let's test this in the main theme. Let's see, that one. That seems to work pretty well. Oh, good. Okay. Other than that, uh, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's just zoom right on in and make sure it's doing what it should be doing. Yeah. Yeah, I like. I like. Oh, yes. I can't respawn there. Whoopsie. Alrighty, sweet. That'll do us for now. I am going to have some lunch and hang out my washing. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the day. And I will see y'all very, very soon. Hope you get some sleep, Aiden. It sounds like it's late as over there. Anyway, see you next time. Bye.